Right, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Moa coming to you again. Lord willing, this will be edifying to the hopefully elect of Yahshua Israel, or so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. And the two-thirds repent from their sins. This is going to be in an indoor camp because of the quality of the air out there. This is a desert town and very windy, and the air quality advisory is in place right now. But before we get started here, I'd like to give all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakdash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and the apostle of Great Millstone, likewise, brothers, putting out the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feed the sheep, and you brothers and sisters that tuning in. Shalom. All right. And there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate that's coming towards the prophet. You see the brothers putting up the videos constantly, in the rebuttal of these Hebrew Israelites out there that are looking at what we do as basically a sidestep from them being able to adjust to the changes that's going on here in Great Babylon, America. See, they really desire to permanently stay here in Great Babylon, America. And they look at us as that set of people that is putting that block or that wall between us and Esau. But what they don't understand is that we're actually doing the work of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, to let you know that we're in those times right now where things are really about to go south for a lot of people, starting with the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, or so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, okay, particularly the two-thirds, okay? But nonetheless, the thing that we have to understand is what the Mashiach has said to us, and let's go into the book of John 15, starting verse 18, it reads, "If the world hated you, you know that it hated me before it hated you." So imagine the Mashiach coming from the throne on earth amongst his creation, and it's not accepted. They hated him. They hated him. They hate us because if you look at the way these podcasts, stars and these other people, speaking about this ministry, they're looking at it like, well, what can you do for the community? You see, that's the mentality of the Hebrew Israelites, okay, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. And I'm talking about these ones that are embedded mentally here in Great Babylon, America. It's always a hand up. See, nobody wants to get their ass up and go work 90 hours a week or 120 hours a week, because that would take away from them having fun. They have that minimum, okay, or minimize or minimal mentality, just enough to get by. But then when you don't have it, oh, now you expect somebody out there that has it to give it to your ass. And this is the reason why you see they have this mindset of sticking with Esau no matter what the hell they do. That's why they forgive Esau for anything. Okay, they get that mindset like, oh, well, he won't do it again, or he was just mad, or whatever the case is like that. Really, Jake? Come on. So you hate it when the man of the Lord come out and tell you the truth, the fact that Esau, okay, right now, and I put out a video last night saying that Esau really has a stay of execution, because this man is going down. But y'all don't have the eyesight to see that, okay? So we understand that you hate us because you hated the Mashiach, who actually came from the throne of heaven himself to preach, and y'all didn't accept him. So how much more for us? It says, if you are of the world will love his own, but because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you. Now, we didn't choose him. He chose us. He chose us. Each and every one of us can sit down and give you a 2, 3, 4 hours or a mini series of how our life was before we awakened into this truth. Okay, even more so the man that has been, working in this ministry for the last, 20, 30 years. I can't imagine. Okay, so they've got that longevity inside of them, and definitely the Lord Yahweh had chosen them. Okay, it says, remember the word I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours also. Okay, so if they didn't keep the Mashiachs, they're definitely not going to keep ours. Okay, because when you talk about the MOTB or the mark of the beast, they think it's just another level of Esau society, of where, just like how in an interview, remember what the original cell phone looked like. I mean, these were huge, big, they look like walkie-talkie, huge. Okay, compared to the ones that you see we have right now. In fact, I'm filming this with my cell phone. Right? So you can see where we are now, and our people, just like the drones that they are just willing to say, okay, well, let's, a nigga gotta eat, and this is what these other camps are pushing. Oh, hey, you gotta eat, you gotta eat. They pushed a couple years ago about the C-19. Okay, and how many of us lose our channels or got blocked from accessing our channels? In fact, right now, I still get emails from channels that I can't even get access to. Okay, that they're saying they're taking down videos. So I can't imagine what they're doing with, the elders and the apostles and the bishops and the elder brothers out there, who have a hell of a lot more work out there than I do, and they're taking them down. But this is the battle that we're going to, because why? The world hate us because they don't like the fact that we're telling them, you're going down, okay? Esau is going down. The so-called white man is going down, and we've got next. You so-called blacks, the Americans, the Latinos, you're not important to this man. Okay? You're not important to this man. You are important to the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, because we are his favorite people, the chosen ones. But instead of looking and listening, you're out of fight. You put up mockery videos, and that's okay. That is okay. Let's go into the book of Matthew 10. And verse 32, because now is not the time to look back. This is not the time to look back. We come out even more than ever. Okay? Because if you look at the current state that Great Babylon is in right now, I mean, you saw that pony show with Trump and Zelensky, and with the vice president, I mean, it looked like a Saturday Night Live special, man. In fact, Saturday Night Live made a mockery of it, and they did a great job with it. This is where we're at, man. This is where we're at. We're ruled over by children, moronic, immature children. These are the leaders of the world. Okay, so imagine when you put children in charge of things, what is going to happen? They destroy everything. This is Matthew 10, and starting with verse 32. And it reads, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I also confess before my Father which is in heaven. So you don't have IUIC confessing the true biblical Paleo-Hebrew name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Nah, they're going with sweet Jesus and, skewing and skewing the truth, You have, what's the other one out there? Sakari, he's selling the scriptures, okay? He's trying to be a celebrity. See, we understand this. It's repetitive. It is repetitive. It's very repetitive. Some of us, we put videos or put pictures to try to, make it a little bit more interesting for JXM, understand. But at the end of the day, it really was written really here, okay? But we don't go to that level of selling out like the way they do, where they rather use a term or use the names that the world knows, which is the so-called white man's, God, which is the name is Jesus. Okay. They want to be a world-friendly ministry, and we're not. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You're going to see there's a lot more right now as things are starting to get tough. SNAP and welfare is going to go out the window. So you women out there that are thinking that this man, okay, the reigning king of Great Babylon, America, is bluffing, they don't care. Look what's happening to their people. They're closing, they're laying off thousands. They have the ability, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai gave Esau the ability with automation and AI intelligence. Okay? You won't believe the thing that they have. The ones that you see out there in the civilian sector, that people are using to create these, flashy videos with, that's the lowest level. Imagine what, like DARPA, has, or NASA has, the kind of AI technology that they have and the things that they can do. And I think it was one brother, I believe it was Remnant Save 144, who brought out about the fact that they're not going to use those things in the open right now for us to see. They're saving their real specialized weapons and technology to go up against Yahushua when he returns. So that's going to be a very interesting battle, Lord willing. I pray to Yahweh Shemashah all the time. Like, if I could, I want to see it. I really want to see it. I want to see Esau get his ass kicked. Okay, and it says, a man's foe should be they of his own household. Okay, a man's foe should be they of his own household. And you gotta really think about that. Times of trouble, loyalty start to disappear. Okay, so now these people who got laid off right now, they got like a little severance pay. You know, these were the same people. Now, if any of you remember, a couple of years back, you know, you had these bidding wars for these houses. You know, people would like get these fixer-upper, pay an additional $200,000. They'll burn through their savings because Esau's media is very hypnotic. You know, they're coming out going, oh, you know, we're going to give you an interest rate of 1% or 2% or whatever the case is like that. You know, so people went on a buying frenzy. You know, all this extra money was going out there. You know, they was giving people an extra $600 a week on top of what they was collecting from unemployment. You know, you stay home. You had these companies like, I forgot, Pendleton or something like that, way with the bike, with the exercise and like that. Those were selling out like crazy, and they was hiring a lot of people, which I think 2 years ago they had to let go all of them because there's no demand as people can go back to a physical gym. But you see how they do things, how they get people worked up here in Great Babylon, America. And you have, and most of the houses here in Great Babylon, America are divided because you have the women wearing the pants, so to speak, in the house. They control the man. And a lot of these people turn around and they wasted their savings buying houses that wasn't worth it. You know, I mean, the seller, they got the benefit of it. But now a lot of these people now are stuck with a broken house, super expensive vehicles that they still pay for. And they thought they were in a permanent position in which, yeah, over time they can, you know, live paycheck to paycheck. Well, living paycheck to paycheck right now is you're doing well. Because now these people, in a few short months after that severance pay run out, reality check is going to come in. They're going to get what, roughly about 8 weeks to 12 weeks of unemployment, which is going to be like chump change in comparison to what their actual real pay was. And then when that runs out, okay, that's it. That's it. And a lot of them don't have the mindset like, well, maybe I should go and take a job that pays significantly less, and maybe I have to go work 2 jobs. Keep in mind, when I said, a lot of people won't have enough time to have Becky and Bobby and Mikey over for tea and talk about their life and stuff like that. And they're fronting. In the meantime, they're overwhelmed with debt. But you're not going to be able to hide that. And a lot of these decisions that were made by women in these households, now they're going to turn around and they're going to look at the man and go, well, if you had been a man and if you hadn't done this and you hadn't done that, and you're going to see a lot of people turn on each other in their houses. These men are going to be like, what the fuck? Huh? Bitch, I told you we couldn't afford that. Bitch, I told you that house was not worth buying. Now we can't fix it. You can't pay for it. And the bank is going to collect it. Okay? So you're going to have a surplus of houses out there. You have a lot of people going to be seeing the streets for the first time. And you can know somebody's fresh in the street is by their suitcase or their luggage look really good and their clothes are still clean. See, reality hasn't settled in yet. And this isn't going to be like in a previous time where you're going to be able to just come back up. No. Babylon, America is going down permanently. And you're going to have this infighting that's going to be inside the house. Because right now there's no order in these houses. There's no order in these houses. Okay? It says, he that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. And see, this is the thing right here. See, people don't want to do the work, man. They don't want to do the work. You know, besides cheerleading, whatever the case is like that, but, you know, stepping up and doing the work. Because they're too fixated in being in this society. They're too fixated with their friends and pleasing their family, and, you know, and I don't want to create any type of strife and, any type of trouble. No, trouble is going to get you. It is going to get you. Because you people aren't friends. You better wake the hell up, man. You're not really friends. The loyalty it goes as long as someone think that you are useful to them. That's the loyalty. Once you've proven you're not useful, there's no loyalty. And even with that, there still isn't any loyalty. So the only thing you need to be loyal to is really Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? That's the true loyalty right there. It says, and he that find his life shall lose, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. So you're not going to be part of this life or there. You got a job, a hobby, you do it, and then you do the work. There it is. And you have food to eat. Everybody else, man, ignore them as much as you can. That don't mean you can't be courteous, but you have to understand that the people in the world, they're lost, man. It's just only a matter of time before you hear pow, 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 screams. It's just a matter of time. It says, he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man reward. Okay? So, here we are. I mean, you're going to get a prophet's reward. Okay? And what is that going to be? That's going to be that protection during a time of great hardship that's going to be coming here to Great Babylon, America. So this is not a time for anyone to be putting down, the cross, to go back in the world. I mean, what is there to go back to? I mean, it's chaos right now. Okay, let's go into Ecclesiasticus 13, because we can tell you how much of a backstabber Esau really is, Jake. Okay, Esau is a true backstabber. Right now, I mean, you've seen how they're disrespecting other sovereignty, other nations' sovereignty. I mean, Trump and that vice president, they treat Zelensky like he was some third-rate ghetto monkey, sitting down in that chair, man. Why you not wearing a suit, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, is this an act? I mean, seriously? I mean, you can't believe what you're seeing, man. This is supposed to be world leaders. So imagine on the lower level, okay, how things is actually going to be, okay? It's going to be really, really bad. And you have a lot of people right now, for the first time in their life, that's facing adversity. Okay, this is something that we are used to, but these people are going to react a little different, especially the fact that they don't know that behind the adversity that Esau is creating, the so-called white man is creating, is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is how he's making those judgments. And each and every individual on this earth have a particular judgment that they're going to get. Okay? So this is Ecclesiasticus 13, and starting with verse 6, and it reads, if he have a need of thee, he will receive thee, deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope he will speak thee fair, and say, what wantest thou? Esau has been doing this to all of us. He did it to all of us when we were in the world. He did it to all of us. That's why he had the marching going on. We really believed that Martin Luther King was the real deal. Then you get Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. Then you got the celebrity version, like Snoop Dogg, and all these guys we thought was like for real. They were saying, screw the police, all this other crap. Now they're all actors wearing suits, skirts, high heels, lipstick, makeup, peanut fingernails, and it's coming out that they're all homosexuals, man, or sodomites. Okay? Esau understood the cries when Jakes is out there marching and putting up videos and or making media statements about, I just want to be equal, I just want rights and all that stuff. Esau listens to that, he put two and two together, and he sets a trap, and he sets those trap. Okay? So what is the thing that Jakes and ones want? Equal rights. They want to have the good life. But they don't understand what comes with it. Okay? It says, and he will shame thee by his meats until he has drawn thee dry twice. And at last he will laugh thee to scorn afterward. When he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. How many times have the prophets come and tell you women that the gravy train is going to end. And it's ending now. Now these women are going on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube and crying about, the possibility of committing suicide. No man wants them. Like, well, how many men have you screwed over? Huh? How many men have you screwed over? The men of the Lord, this is the position many of us sit in. One, we most likely have a woman that's somewhat is in order or attempting to be in order. And two, or you don't have one. And three, you already know that the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is going to send you 7 women, okay, which is, that's a whole of the fullness of it. It could be 20, 30, 100 women. So the brothers, okay, are patiently waiting for that, okay? And these women are not going to come empty-handed looking for you to do something for them. They're coming to act, they're coming to serve you, because you're going to have a state of confusion and violence so extreme here in Great Babylon, America. And with the death of so many of these simps that are out there, and these wicked men and these useless eaters out there, that the only choice that these women are going to have to make it is going to be the man of the Lord. And some of you might be offended by that. Some of you might be, you don't like to hear that part, but that's the fact. You better accept it. It says, beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in jollity, which is, if any of you have hung around Edomites, you work with them, in whatever business, arena you was in, then you'll know that they have this kind of zest for life. They're very haughty. They're very haughty. They're very, very haughty. Okay? And even though you might be, on paper, you might have the same equivalent or even greater so-called, what do you call it, qualifications. And you can run circles around them. At the end of the day, they still look down on you. They'll laugh at you and go, and you hear certain things like, oh, you're different from those people. Oh, you're different. Often Jake make a joke about it by saying, like, in this particular corporation or group of so-called white people, you want to be that one Negro. There can't be 2. There has to only be 1. The pet Negro. So subconsciously, Jake knows that there's somewhat of an amusement or a pet for these Edomites. Okay? But when you think about it like with a dog, if you have a dog will lick your finger and, it's looking for a treat. So Jake kind of played it, but in some cases, Jake overplayed it. Jake overplayed it to the point where before they know it, they're bending over and the so-called white man is up their ass. Okay? They overdo it. Okay? So you could play these people, like, the scripture saying roughly prophets and use the word but not abusing it. Yeah. Let them think that they're superior to you. You don't need to correct them. We correct them through the scriptures. We know that we're superior to them. We know we're the chosen people. We know those are the false Jewish people over there. We understand that. And the whole world is going to see that. But for now, even in this case, even in this time right now, you can't even play these Edomites because they ain't got nothing to play with. They're running around scared, and they're going to be looking at you, and we're going to bring it up. They're going to be looking at you and saying, damn, you look like you're doing okay for yourself, or you're doing good for yourself. You think about it. You might have saved $1 or $2 here and there eating sardines or corned beef, plain old rice or whatever the case is like that. You might have done that for years or decades. You didn't go out. You wait till the movie come on the regular TV to watch the movie instead of going and spending $25 or $30 or $40 on the movie. You would stitch your clothes up when they get older. You live by the rule rule of thumb of acquire what you need, not what you want. You see what I'm saying? Because if you go after what you want, you're gonna fall on the wayside, and that's what these people are. They're caught off guard right now, being let go. No money saved, and that 401k is gone, and there's not going to be a retirement. Usually, for government to be a government employee, you can retire. I think after 25 years in most cases, or something like that. You can get collect some type of retirement. I think it's like 20 to 30 years or something like that. Okay, so now a lot of them who only have less than 5 years, they were hit by that. The people who have a little bit who have the 30 years or whatever case like that might be a little bit better off for a while. But you're gonna see right now, it's kind of like you're gonna have people kind of in a scattered sense. There's gonna be less spending. It's gonna be less spending, which is going to impact the economy out there, like the what they call it, the private sector. There's gonna be less demand for the products because people are gonna be holding on and going, I'm not sure right now how this is gonna play out. That's gonna impact the companies in the private sector, and then they're gonna start letting people go. So there's a domino effect coming. And we're probably gonna really see how this is gonna look come summertime. But getting back to it, you can't have your head up your ass, Jake. You have to constantly be, aware that this man is always looking to deceive you. Okay, let's go into the book of Hebrews 13 and 9. The book of Hebrews 13 and 9. And let's look at these deceptive prophets out there. Okay, these deceptive people out there. This is the book of Hebrews 13:9 says, "Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines, for it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein." Man, you see all of these Yahusha, Jehovah prophets out there. Then of course, we won't even talk about the sweet loving Jesus prophets out there. Even in this day and time, as much as things are going on right now, you still get people going to these churches where they go jumping around and stuff like that. I mean, just hymns and dancing and all that stuff. And it's like, where's that written in the scripture? That's how we serve the Lord. Where? But it's in that jollity state, that mind state of, this is what the Lord wants for us. Yes, he wants us to be happy. He wants us to serve him. And we're going to get the happiness. But right now, here in Great Babylon, America, we're prisoners, man. And those of us who are awakened, we're prisoners of hope. We hope to make it through what we know is coming. See, that's the thing right there. When you know it's coming, it's constantly on your mind. So you can't really have that jollity or that fun mindset, because in the back of your mind, constantly, you know at any given time, things can kick off negatively. Suddenly everything just goes into chaos. The power goes off. 2, 3, 4, 5 days, a week later, it doesn't come on. People getting angsty. So they start, getting bold. Let's go harassing people. Let's go break in. Let's go test the spirit of people out there and see who's scared. 2 or 3 weeks go by. Oh yeah. Now it's really starting to get retarded as the food starts to spoil. The grocery store, isn't open. Oh, it started to get crazy. And we know that this is coming. We know that these elites are going to have the chaos come and let it go for a little while, which is going to be a lot of dead people. Before people are saying we will do anything to get out of this. And that's when they will introduce the Torah. That's when they're going to introduce that. Now you're still going to have the people who are going to be rebellious, not necessarily because they have the truth. They don't. They're just going to be rebellious, period. Because for some people, they like the chaos. There are people sitting down right now, they can't wait till shit goes down so they can pull out they can go down in their basement and grab their bazooka and their guns and go there and just do what they really want to do. And particularly you have these racist neo-Nazis and these anti-Jake tribes out there that really want to use that opportunity right now to go take your ass out. And they can see you individually walking down the street. You could be a child, you could be a woman, you could be an individual. Jake walking down unaware. You don't believe the danger. We've told you over and over and over. They hate you. We're a hated tribe. You need to understand that. We're a hated tribe. And a lot of you are going to walk unaware. After dark, early in the morning by yourself. You're not aware of the enemy looking to put you down. And they're going to be using that opportunity. They're waiting. These Edomites are waiting until things go south so that they can show you just what they really, really feel about you, Jakes. You need to understand that, man. Okay? And you're not being told that because you're being driven towards these, doctrines that are telling you, giving you this happy, go feel, lucky, mirth, spirited, Jesus love everybody. Why are you people hating the so-called white man? He's not bad. He puts food on my plate. And that's okay. It's not meant for you. It is not meant for you. Okay, Jake? It's not meant for those of you who believe that it's not going to go by. In fact, we can go to Isaiah because we understand like this is going to come. This is why we're prisoners of hope, man. We understand that the horror show that's going to come here, and we're hoping, okay, that the Lord finds favor in us and the work that we do, okay, in the work that we do, the Lord finds favor for us. That's the reason why you see we put the videos up, but we don't worry so much about the likes and the views. I mean, it's great if you can get it. You can get it. It is great. But you're going to have those out there that, we have most of the people out there that are watching our videos are looking for entertainment. They're looking for drama. If you put a video title, Edomites came to camp and drop kicked the prophets. Boy, you'll see a lot of people clicking on that. And you can use an AI picture showing that, okay, on the thumbnail, and you'll get a whole lot of doggone retarded ass motherfuckers clicking on that just for that. But if you give them a warning that's going to save their life, that's boring to them. Oh, y'all just keep saying the same old shit. You're boring. I don't like your voice. I don't like how you look. Whatever, man. Whatever. All right? This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 54. Verse 14 says, in righteousness shall thou be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. That's a protection. So, if something's coming after you, that's because the Lord sent them after you. Seriously. The Lord sent them after you. So it says right here, if they didn't come after, if the Lord didn't sanction that evil to come onto you and it coming towards you, He's going to make them fall. They're going after the old channels and they taking down those videos. But notice that they haven't really been going after the current channels right now, what they determined to be your main channels. There's a reason for that. They're going to use exactly what we say to come against us and go, well, you said this and you said that. What makes you think it's going to change? What makes you think it's going to change, Esau? Most of us, if the Lord wasn't giving us the health to get up in the morning time, and they're already dead. Our health is crap. I'm sitting down on this chair because the air is horrible out there. For me to go out there and go breathe. Because there's other issues going on. Okay? Other issues, other health issues. Because of what you've done with the food and what you've done with the air. So, we're not concerned about your judgment. We're concerned about the Lord's judgment. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord is the one that's creating everything that's bad. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. And that's why we were told that when they grab us up and take us to court and go, well, you're a traitor to the country and all this stuff. Well, hey, we're prisoners. We can prove it. We can prove we're prisoners. How the hell are we a traitor when we were never citizens to begin with? Okay? So the Lord is going to speak to us to shut y'all down. This is the reason why you don't see so many comments other than Hebrew Israelites coming on there because they don't like the fact that we're telling them your murder is going to end real soon here in Great Babylon, America. You're not really liked or accepted here. But you don't see Esau them really coming and placing comments and shit or making rebuttal videos. They don't dare go and do it. Why don't they dare do it? Because they know deep down we're the real truth. We're the real prophets. And they've been given that warning, okay, to do the prophets no harm. Okay? In fact, actually we can go take a look at that. It says, but let me read this first. It said, this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai. So that's a heritage of the fact that unless the Lord deems you a target, they can try to target you all they want. They can't do a damn thing about it. This is why they're going to be so pissed off when they come in as a flood, because they can go, wait a minute, we can get these two-thirds running wild, but why is it a set of people which we could be numbered in the tens of millions? We don't really know the true size of the biblical Hebrew Israelites that are here in Great Babylon, America. So we could be we could be numbered in the tens of millions, which is still only going to amount to 1/3. Okay? But that's still more than enough. Because keep in mind, these Edomites, they want to see every so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino walk around with your head down and looking depressed and looking up to them as if they're better than you. They want to have that feeling. And right now, that feeling is not there anymore. Or it's being shaken because they realize they can be touched. They can be fired. They can become very, very poor. That's shaking there. That's shaking the nerve of these people right now. I've never seen so many Edomites hold up a doggone sign in my doggone life. Talking about this is unfair and blah, blah, blah. They have great fear now. But we know how they're going to respond. They're going to respond through extreme violence. Okay? And we know this is how things is going to go. And what we're trying to tell you, Jake said, you're trying to side with them and fight in their battle, which is none of your damn business. You're going to go down, okay? Okay, so let's take, like Jessica was saying, let's take a look at this scripture here. This is 1 Chronicles 7 verse 21. He says, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. This is a warning to the people that are in power of what they better not do while this gospel is being preached. Do not touch the anointed, the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And Esau knows that. These elites know that. Now you niggas don't know that. But keep in mind, we're also judges. Esau is not going to be is not going to be the only judge of you doggone niggas. Okay? When I say niggas, I'm talking about you doggone so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. You're all just grouped up in one. You're all niggas. You 2/3. Okay? You're all the same, so don't get it twisted. You Latinos ain't no much better like that. You'll see them out here, you know, and you doing the ministry, and they kind of looking at you like, ah, yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that, whatever the hell they want to say in Spanish. It's like, we're standing out here on you. We're standing out here for you. Why do you think you better? Having Great Babylon America showing you doggone Latinos and Hispanics that you ain't shit. They describe you as cockroaches. We love you though. We love you. We're telling you. We show you on the chart, the Hebrew Israelite chart. Okay, you're the sons and daughter of the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai. You're Yasharala. You're special. That's how I view you. You're lost, but you're special. Okay? The enemies, they're not viewing you like that. They're looking at you as cockroaches. And now they have their eyes on your ass. Okay? Sooner or later it will make sense to you. Okay? But at that stage, it'll be too late. Actually, let's go into the book of Ezekiel 34. This is the book of Ezekiel 34. And start with verse 1. Book of Ezekiel 34. And start with verse 1. And it reads, "And the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel, and say unto them, Thus said the Lord, power unto the shepherds, woe to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks?" This is describing IUIC, ISUPK, but in particular IUIC and Sakari. Sakari is charging for scriptures. He wants to be a celebrity Hebrew Israelite. IUIC, I mean, we seen Nate is like glorified like a deity, which is like, it's just so laughable. It's laughable. It's just so laughable. Dude, you're a cop in the world. Do you really want to know the titles that some of us have held in the world? You think you're the only one that has... I'm not going to go digress into that direction, but because it's just laughable. You're that weak? Seriously? That you need to have those noticing like that? But this they're all about themselves. When you get the brothers from Great Millstone, and I'm talking from the elders all the way down, and the rest of us, doing lessons, we think in turn, like, okay, what can I do today? What lesson would be? You know, you're scrounging through the headlines, you might listen to another brother's video. Well, not might. We do listen to other brothers' videos, getting that inspiration. Well, maybe I can piggyback on that. Sometimes you just come with a whole unique video. But we're constantly thinking like, how can I edify the sheep? This is not about you, man. You ready? The Lord gave it to you. He chose you out of the world. He gave you the wisdom. Now it's for you to go impart. If those men that have been doing this for 15, 20 years or more had not continued to do the work, guess who wouldn't be sitting here looking in this camera and speaking out of the scripture? I wouldn't. I would not have known. If they had been lazy, I would not have known. You see? I'm the fruit of one of the brothers at Great Millstone. I can name that brother for you right now. His name is Amaran. That's the head of the camp in Alabama, Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy. That's the elder for me. That's the one he was the first one I saw. That's who I learned from. Primarily for the first 2 years I was in this. I mean, from the other brothers too, but he was the primary one. I'm the fruits of his labor. Okay? The brother Amaran. Okay? I'm the fruits of his labor. So because he did it, because he was diligent in his work, here I am now. So I look at the elders and stuff as my role model as far as what I need to be doing, constantly trying to feed the sheep. Is it easy? No. Some days you have those days where like, boom, you completely blank and all you can do is just watch a video. So it is what it is, and it happens. I mean, it happens even to the elders. They'll tell you sometimes you just don't have nothing in your head. But our ways are guided by Yahweh Shimon Shai. So, it says, Son of man. Okay, I already read that. So this is why you see those rebuttal videos that goes against, Sakaris and, what's the name of that dude? Vocab Malone, which, it's in the air exactly what the hell he is, because he seemed to be kind of trying to create strife more than he don't edify. He doesn't edify. Okay? Let's go into the book of Luke 12 and let's talk about who we actually need to be fearing. Because if you don't have to fear the Lord, you're not going to do a damn thing. And the words of the prophets won't mean anything to you. Absolutely not a damn thing. Okay? This is Luke 12. And so it says, For there's nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known, which you see right now. We're covering a whole lot of things about Esau. Man, what I learned in history about the slave trade was not what I learned in this ministry. What I learned about who I am is not what I learned in school. And I went to private school. All right? Not what I learned. I mean, it was like, oh, well, you came from Africa and I'm going where? Okay. But I knew something was off. I just couldn't get the answer. I felt for years that I was cursed. But I had no answer. Until I actually heard I was a Hebrew Israelite and I heard about Deuteronomy 28 and I go, wow. I walked around in circles for 40 doggone 6 years, wondering who the hell I was. And let me tell you, when I was in the world, I was very diligent on going after everything I can go after. I wasn't the type that was looking to go hang out with friends and all that stuff. And I was constantly in the books or some other thing. But it was nagging me for decades. Something was just not right. And I kept seeking. And then I got the answer. And I finally found the right teachers. And I learned that. And I got that fear. Because what they were telling me what the God of the Bible was, and what he really is like day and night. And I mean night without the moon and the stars. I mean pitch black. And that's the darkness that our people are living in out there, man. Pitch black darkness. Void of knowledge and wisdom. And it says, therefore, whosoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which you have spoken in air in closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetop. So we don't hide this. We don't hold our mouth back. Well, you think I gotta talk, go G-rated just as some little fucking kid who's friggin' walking by with a damn bitch, mom, who's wicked as hell? Who's got a pussified husband sitting at home? No. I don't give a fuck about your damn feelings. We don't care about Esau's feelings. We don't care about the feelings of the people that love Esau, the so-called white people, or the so-called white man and his ways. Whatever. I'm constantly angry. I'm angry. Especially when you understand and you know now. You've been duped your entire damn life, man. So that makes me happier right now than to see these crackers, along with these doggone niggers, these weak ass niggers that are experiencing the effects of this wicked Lord early on. Now we understand that it's going to come to a state to where we're going to go through that Jacob's trouble, through that fire. But along the way, 2/3 is taken out and 1/3 is brought through. And that's our state of mind. Because once we're brought through, and we get that time of rest, and the Lord goes and continue to judge His earth while we sitting on the chariots. Whew, that's gonna be the good things, man. Good times. Let's go into Revelation 21. Let's talk about some of the characteristics that the Lord despises. And the Lord despises this. I was watching a movie, and man, I think about this. What's so vexing about the way Esau and them put things out there? You be watching a movie, and just like that, it would flash it to these faggots, man. Like Esau put two men together like it's a man and a woman, but they don't put it in the description of their movie that there's going to be sodomy scene in here, because these people think that these people operate like that's just normal. It's disgusting, man. You can't even watch a damn movie nowadays without seeing two fucking men copulating like a doggone man and a woman, man. It's a sickness, man. I can't wait to tell you how about Shimei Shai destroy these faggots, man. Starting with you niggas and spicks. What kind of fuck is that shit, man? But we're in those last days, man. This Revelation 21:7 says, He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful, you fear to speak, you fear to check your woman. You fear to speak and let Esau know your kingdom is going down. We're ruled over by sodomites. They're all faggots and child molesters and friggin' murderers and thieves, man. And that's just all the way it is. All sitting up there in something called the White House. The elites on the ground, they're falling and molesting animals and little kids. This is who y'all are, man. So we ain't scared to tell you that shit. Y'all weren't scared to go make lies up about us in the world. Y'all weren't even fearful of Yahweh Shemam Shai to go and change your images. And make the Most High, Yahweh, look like some old cracker. And the Son, the Messiah, to look like some hippie-looking cracker. Y'all ain't even had no fear of that. And change all the prophets and the angels, okay, who are mighty beings, into sissies. So you think we're gonna show any fear? Did you tell me who the hell you are? We got nothing to lose on this earth, man. If I die today, guess what? I go back in the spirit world. No more bills to pay, none of that shit. I don't even know I'm dead. Just like I didn't know I was dead, I didn't know how I died all the previous time. It says, but the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and adulterers and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. When me and I know all the other brothers, we don't want no part of that. And Lord willing, we are not any of these. I don't see myself as a murderer or abominable or whoremonger nor a sorcerer or idolater. So I'm hopefully that. Okay? The Lord, these are characteristics of the Lord, Yahweh Shemam Shai, despise. And everybody can pay that price. You can have evil against evil. He can have evil fighting against evil. You wicked jakes are going against each other. What do you think coming against us? You two-thirds Hispanic and Latinos are going to fight each other. Along y'all going to also fight the Negroes. Okay? Y'all ain't going to get along. Y'all ain't going to look at each other as brothers and sisters to go, gee, you know, it's the so-called white man that's causing all of this. No, y'all going to fight against. This is why you see videos going on right now where two-thirds Jakes them are putting up videos and laughing at the Hispanics and Latinos getting deported, and the Latinos and Hispanics are seeing it and they're saying, well, why are these black people, we marched with you or we did this and all that stuff. See, they're offended. But they're not coming saying, well, we told you so, like how this would be, like, you know, through the scriptures. We come and we say, look, he's coming after Yasharala. But there's a different way how he's approaching the southern kingdom and how he's approaching the northern kingdom. With the northern kingdom, he described the northern kingdom tribes as cockroaches, fence jumpers, okay, and illegal aliens, okay, taking up all the resources. For us, in the southern kingdom, who are the so-called Negroes, we're described as petty thieves and drug dealers and no good. So every time somebody see, including other so-called black people, when they see your black ass come walking towards them, they go into defense mode real quick. They think you up to no damn good. Imagine that. I have to change the way I walk towards people because they going into defense mode and they might turn around and accidentally kill me. Or kill me just because of their ignorance of what this doggone cracker put in their head. Now you doggone Hispanics and Latinos, everywhere you go, people are questioning whether you're a legal person here in Great Babylon, America. Here you are, you might own a business, living way better than these doggone crackers, but now they're looking down at you like that. And that's all we're telling you is this. We're all getting that hell, that judgment, that oppression from the same doggone man. Okay? Actually, let's take a look at that. It says, let's talk about that. So we can see so you can see we don't talk about this out of our ass, man. Okay? And we as a man coming from the Southern Kingdom, I don't view you Hispanic or Latinos better than me. I'm not trying to build some type of alliance with you. Are you fucking kidding? We'll tell you what the fuck is happening here. If that's in your head, you are really fucking delusional. And that's really going to be your downfall. All right? This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemel Shai, the children of Israel," okay, which is you Northern Kingdom tribes, you're the biblical Israelites, okay, and the children of Judah, we from the Southern Kingdom are the biblical Jews. I'm a Jew. I'm a real Jew. Okay? We're oppressed together, and all that took them captives, held them fast. They refused to let them go. So we're oppressed together. It's just that they're doing it a little bit different. That way we have part of that curse is the fact that we will constantly look at each other as enemies. We're not going to see each other as brothers and sisters until we are in the kingdom in our own land. And the rest of these tribes are serving us. And Esau is an extreme, horrific servitude. Okay? So don't get it twisted. We're not bringing this out to appease your ass. It doesn't, your ass don't matter like that. Okay? This is part of the work that we have to do. Let's actually go into the book of Psalms. It's going to be a little bit long here, and then we have one more to go before we close out. Okay, this is Psalms 10. And we're going to start off with verse 1. It says, "Why standest thou afar, O Lord? Yahweh Shemel Shai, why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble?" Well, the Lord made it very clear. Okay, he will, actually, let's go and let's look for that. It says, he said he will tell it, they will seek to find him. He will go and, he will go, let's see if we can find that here. "They shall seek me early." Let's go look for that. Let's go find that scripture here. Actually, this is the book of Hosea 5 and 15. It reads, "I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they shall seek me early." So until y'all are starting to get that real true judgment, no food on the streets or about to go on the streets, can't have a good night's sleep, you know, all those things that you enjoyed in life is now gone. Now you're going to decide to seek the Lord. And that's what the Lord is waiting for. That's repentance. We all were in that state. Every single one of us had to confess that we were full of shit. All right? So going back to Psalms. So the Lord is not hiding himself in times of trouble, but clearly y'all are not in enough trouble for y'all to seek the Lord, because y'all are now making videos and mocking the prophets. So y'all, this man needs to bring heavier judgment. Not just firing, but you need the actual sword that started to come after Jakes before Jakes decided to look and go, "Oh, that's what y'all were talking about. Now you're going to seek the Lord. And you're going to start playing games." When that sword started coming after IUIC, ISUPK, and these other camps out there, including Sakari, and the sword started coming on them, you know, when they get beat the hell down on camera by one of these Nazi groups, beat the living shit out of their ass, and even put some of them in the spirit world, or then they're going to try to change their tone. And the rest of you are watching them. You know, you have 15, 20,000 viewers in only about 4 hours, compared to us who put edifying videos up there and getting like 4 or 5 or 10 views at the most. Yeah. You'll come looking for the real prophets. It says, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in devices that they have." Imagine which right now there are some, actually you can say that these are low level Edomites are being taken in their own snare. Because remember, they are the front line. They're the ones who are hiring you. A lot of them that are being let go, they were supervisors and managers. That's why you see a lot of time you'll see like shake up in management at these corporations or even in the government right now. They're shaking up management, overpaid people who are not really talented at all. Okay, they just like to have a bunch of brown noses underneath them. But you go and you sit down as a so-called black man, especially qualified on the phone, but when you sit there in person, suddenly they look at you as just some monkey sitting in that chair. Well, wait a minute. I was the same guy that was on the phone that you thought was, you couldn't wait to bring me in person. But see, we're not supposed to speak eloquent, even if you can. Because in the mindset of these people, someone that looks like me is not educated, it's not smart, and it's not skilled. And that's okay, so. See, we've accepted everything that you have done because we understand that you had to do what you did. And you people that are now suffering now because you got kicked to the curb by your own wicked ruler, his legislation or whatever hell stuff he's signing right now, we understand. And that's why it's always a pleasure to mock your ass. Oh yeah. You see, the Lord is coming through beautifully with these judgments. For the wicked boasted of his house says, I am blessed. The covetous whom the Lord Yahweh I hate it. They love faggots. And if you're wicked, they love you. They love you. That's why they chose people like Snoop and all the rest of these guys to represent Yasharala, to be the face of Israel. These are natural born niggas, man. Worthless. Completely fucking worthless. Born and raised. And they have a horrible end to come. Okay? His ways are always grievous, like judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffed at them. And we saw what they did to Zelensky. So imagine what they can do to us. Huh? His mouth is full of cursing, telling lies, and deceit and fraud. On his tongue is mischief and vanity. Okay? Which is this man is always constantly coming up with some bullshit that doesn't exist. Now you get the who that wants to come on, they want to bring back the whack. Oh, you think these people are going to friggin' they're going, oh, roll up their sleeve this time around? The sword is coming out. You got to be some old, dusty-ass, stupid crackers to believe that you're going to come back. And people who have lost their jobs, their livelihood, their house, every doggone thing, and I'm talking you Edomites, and think that they're going to roll their sleeve up and be the good little crackers again. Now, we go into second Ezra and we can talk about how this is going to play out. Sooner than you think. He said it in the lurking place of the villages. He thought, in the secret places, though he murdered the innocent, his eyes are privy set against the poor. He lied in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lied in wait to catch the poor. He don't catch the poor when he draw them in his net. If you desire the ways of great Babylon, if you desire the ways of the so-called white man, you're going to be caught in this net. Think about putting a trap out there and you put a little bit of sprinkle a little bit of food around. You know, to catch some pigeons that like to shit on your porch. They can't help it, man. They see that and they go, man, it's a free meal. They can't help it. They can't help it. They can come and they can step in them. Snap. You got them. And this is how Esau gets shaken. Over and over and over. Because niggas don't learn, man. Okay? Why? Because they don't repent. It says, he crouched to humble himself that the poor may fall at the strong one. We don't fall for it. We don't give a crap what comes out of their damn mouth. I don't give a fuck what comes out of a politician mouth. I don't even know who the hell is a doggone senator right now. And only for this, for learning, watching, observing the movements of this man, you know the names of the big players. But other than that, I can tell you who the mayor is of El Paso. Nor do I give a fuck. I couldn't tell you. All right. We don't care if you polish a polished speaker or whatever the case is like that. Well, what is a polished speaker? Because if you're not speaking of the scriptures, you sound like this to me. That's what you sound like to me. I'm not even listening to you. I tune your ass the fuck out. I look right in your face and just tune you the fuck out just like that. It's something I learned how to do as a kid. He had said inside power had forgotten. He had hidden his face. He will never see it. Yes, Yahweh Shemashai is watching everything you're doing, homie. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, O power. Lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble, which is what we cry for. We're the humble. Not you niggas and spicks out there that wants to live here. That's looking going, well, it's not happening to me, so I don't give a shit. What are y'all talking about? Huh? Wherefore the wicked contempt power. He has said inside, thou will not require. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The poor committed himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Okay, so Esau, you're required to pay for all the wickedness that you were doing. Okay? And the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, he helps the poor, the humble, which is us. Break down the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. The Lord Yahweh Shemashai is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Yeah, boy, we can't wait to see that when the Lord allow these nations to tear up the state of Israel. Yeah. So much for being the holy people, right? Wicked ass motherfuckers them have the biggest fucking sodomite parade on this earth. But you're the holy people. Yeah, we'll see. Okay? Lord Yahweh Shemashai has heard the desire of the humble, which is to destroy the wicked and punish our stupid people who refuse to repent. Thou will prepare their heart, thou will cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, and the man of earth may no more oppress. Yeah, and that's going to be a glorious time when Esau is finally brought down. Let's close with the book of Jeremiah 51. And so you, Jake, understand. The Lord Yahweh Shemashai is going to hear our cries, man. Okay? You wake up every day to oppression. Every single day to madness. Every single day to foolishness. But just like our brothers are crying under the altar right now in the spirit world, how long, O Lord? And I brought it up in that lesson last night. We're crying here in the flesh. Oh Lord, how long? How long? This is the book of Jeremiah 51, verse 24 reads, And I will render unto Babylon and to all inhabitants of Chaldea all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. Sodomy, faggotry, murder, thieving, lying, blasphemy. We witnessing all of this. And the Lord is going to judge this place for it. Okay? He's going to judge this place for it. Behold, I am against you with a destroying mountain, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, which destroyed all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. And if you can think about how that's going to be, we always talk about the fact that the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is going to pelt this place with thermonuclear weapons, okay? And there's not a damn thing, no amount of shield or whatever the hell, Iron Dome that Esau wants to do, okay, is going to stop it. And that's the judgment that's going to be coming here on Great Babylon, America. Lord willing, very soon. So Lord willing, the elect was edified today. Let's close out by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.